Hi guys, welcome to my channel. My name is Felicia. I'm a Nigerian YouTuber based in Lagos. If you're new here, thank you so much for clicking on this video. I create content around fashion, lifestyle, sewing and DIYs, and if you're into that, please don't forget to subscribe before you leave, okay? And if you're a returning subscriber, thank you so much for always coming back to watch me all the time. I really appreciate your support. So today I'm going to be showing you how to recreate these scrunchies. It's super easy and quick, and I created them in different sizes, but I'm going to be showing you using just one side. You'll find other measurements at the end of this video. If you're interested in seeing how I did this, keep on watching. So for this tutorial, we're going to be needing a piece of fabric, elastic, scissors, and safety pin. Now I'm going to be showing you using one size, and the size I'm working with today is going to be 4-inch wide and 48 inches long. So the width of this fabric is 4 inches, and then I'm going to be also showing you the length, which is 48 inches long. You can make this longer or smaller depending on what you are going for, but I feel the fuller the better. So I'm using 48 inches for this one right here, as you can see, and I'm going to just cut this out from a piece of fabric. I've already cut mine, so just do well to cut yours. And now the elastic length I'm going to be using is 9-inch long. It's going to be 9 inches long. So if you're making this for a child, you might want to reduce the length of the elastic, but I'm using 9 inches for this one. Now the first thing I'm going to be doing is to fold my fabric in two on the longer side, and once I've folded that on the longer side, I'm going to just mark where I'm going to be starting my sewing from. So I'm not going to be starting from the very beginning, because I'm going to be leaving some gap for when I'm going to close it. So from that point I marked, I'm just going to hold 1/4 of an inch all the way down, and I'm not going to also get to the end of the length, because I'm going to, as I said before, I'm going to be using it to close the scrunchies at the end. So I'm just going to start from about 2 inches away from the starting point of my fabric, and the same stop at 2 inches away from the end point of my fabric. So right now I'm on my machine, and I'm going to just run that 1/4 of an inch all the way down. While we wait for me to finish, if there's any tutorial you would like me to show you how to do, please do well to leave me a comment in the comment section. And if you're here for my sewing tutorials, please also let me know in the comment section, so that I'm encouraged to do more and show you guys a lot more stuff, okay? Also, don't forget to like while we watch, so you don't forget. Thank you. Once I get to the end where I want to stop, I remember to backstitch. Always remember to backstitch from the beginning of your stitch and at the end of your stitch, okay? So once I've cut out my thread, I'm just going to show you guys where I started and stopped. You can see I have that opening at the top of my band, so I'm just going to go ahead now and turn this out. It will be easier for you to use a safety pin to just turn it out. I eventually ended up using a crochet pin, because as usual this girl here hasn't still gotten a safety pin, and yeah, I had to improvise using a crochet pin. So now I'm taking my bobby pin as always. Please do well to use a safety pin if you have one, and I'm going to just pick up my elastic and pass it through the band. Please ensure to make sure that the other end of the elastic doesn't get lost by securing it with another safety pin, or just holding on to it while you pass the elastic. Now I'm done, I'm just going to stretch out my elastic on both ends, and I'm going to be holding it together using the sewing machine. So I'm just going to place it on top of each other like I'm doing right now, and I'm going to run a stitch on the elastic. I'm going to run as many stitches as possible so that it's perfectly secured and doesn't pull out after I've finished the scrunchie. Okay. Once I'm done with that, I'm now going to go ahead to close this scrunchie up. The first thing to do is to take the two ends of the band and just try to make sure that everything aligns in the right direction. And I'm going to be facing the right side of the fabrics on both sides. I'm going to be facing the right side together like I'm doing right now. And once I have placed it together, I'm going to run 1/2 inch all the way to the end of that opening. The next thing to do now is to close up the last open side, which is this point right here. I'm just going to push in my 1/4 inch in, make sure everything is well aligned, and I'm going to top stitch on that point. So I'm just going to top stitch as little as 1/8 of an inch, like as close as possible to the edge, all the way to close up that little opening right there. Always remember to back stitch from the beginning of your stitch and at the end of your stitch, just to make sure your sewing is secured. And now I'm done with the scrunchie. It looks so beautiful and colorful. I love Ankara print because it does this justice to whatever you make with it. So this is the one I've done with Ankara, and it looks really colorful. I went ahead to do a lot more in different sizes, which I'll show you at the end. I made some with satin because I'm a naturalista and I don't want my hair to break. Okay, so that brings us to the end of this tutorial. If you enjoyed this, don't forget to thumbs up and subscribe if you haven't subscribed. Share this video and please leave me a comment in the comment section. As I said earlier, I'd love to hear from you. Bye, and see you in my next video. Here are the measurements.